हेलो एवरीवन, आज हम फिर से आ गए हैं। ये क्लास 8 के लिए है, चैप्टर 12 हिस्ट्री सब्जेक्ट है। इस चैप्टर का नाम है इंडिया आफ्टर इंडिपेंडेंस। हम लोग इसका कुछ क्वेश्चन आंसर करेंगे। आइए देखते हैं। क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 है, नेम 3 प्रॉब्लम्स दैट आर न्यूली इंडिपेंडेंट नेशन ऑफ इंडिया फेस्ड। आइए आंसर देखते हैं। These were the problems that are faced by Indian on the eve of independence. पहला, first, rehabilitation of a large number of refugees. As a result of petition, 8 million refugees had come into the country from Pakistan. Indian leaders had to take care of these people's basic needs, food like shelter and job. Second, assimilation of princely states. Second, the problem was the princely states, almost 500 of them, each ruled by a Maharaja or a Nawab. Each of them had to be persuaded to join the new nation. Third, to ensure the unity and diversity of the country in the longer term, the new nation had to embrace a political system that would best serves and hopes and expectations of its population, which can only be done through the democratic form of government. Second question, what was the role of the planning commission? Answer, the government set up the planning commission in 1954 economic development of the country. The main role of the planning commission was to prepare a plan of the most effective and balanced utilization of the country's resources. It had to formulate policies which would guide the economic development. Productivity and employment opportunities were to be encouraged through proper implementation of these policies and decide which industries should be initiated by the state and which by the market, how to achieve stability in all the region and states equality. ये क्वेश्चन आंसर्स थे। अब हम लोग फिलअप करेंगे। इस चैप्टर में फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स भी है जिसको हम लोगों को कवर करना है। तो हमारा फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, subjects that are placed on the union list where, मतलब केंद्रीय सूची में क्या क्या है उसका विषय रखना है हमको इस बार इसमें। तो आइए देखते हैं। सब्जेक्ट दैट वेयर प्लेस्ड ऑन द यूनियन लिस्ट वेयर, फर्स्ट, टैक्सेस, डिफेंस एंड फॉरेन अफेयर्स। इसका आंसर होगा लिस्ट वेयर टैक्सेस, defense and foreign affairs. Second question, subjects on the concurrent list where, इसका आंसर होगा subject and the concurrent list where forest and agriculture. Third, economic planning by which both of the state and private sector played a role in the development was called as dash model. यहाँ हम लोग भरेंगे इकोनॉमिक प्लानिंग बाय विच बोथ ऑफ द स्टेट एंड प्राइवेट सेक्टर प्लेड अ रोल इन डेवलपमेंट वाज कॉल्ड एज मिक्स्ड इकोनॉमिक मॉडल. फोर्थ, the death of dash sparked of such violent protest that the government was forced to give into the demand and for the linguistic state of Andhra. इसका आंसर होगा हमारा पोतीस शरीर. फोर्थ, द डेथ ऑफ dash sparked of such violent protest that the government was forced to give into the demand of an injustice state of Andhra. इसका आंसर होगा पोती श्रीरामुल्लू. तो हम अब बढ़ेंगे क्वेश्चन नंबर 4. ये ट्रू फॉल्स है. First question, at independence the majority of Indians lived in the village. तो इसको हम लोग अगर अच्छे से करना चाहें तो इसमें तो डायरेक्ट हम ट्रू या फॉल्स कर सकते हैं, बट समझाने के लिए मैं बता देती हूँ। ट्रू होगा ये। रीजन एट इंडिपेंडेंस द मेजॉरिटी ऑफ इंडियंस लिव्ड इन विलेज आर एंड फार्मिंग वाज द मेन ऑक्यूपेशन ऑफ द नेटिव इंडियंस। Second, the constituency assembly was made of the members of the Congress party. ये false है, ये असत्य है। इसका भी कारण है the constituent assembly consisting of indirectly elected representatives including the now separate countries of Pakistan and Bangladesh. It exceeded for almost 3 years the first Parliament of India after independence in 1947. Third, in the First Nation election only men were allowed to vote. ये भी false है। Indian National Congress was supportive of universal adult franchises and thus who adult women received voting right with independence. Fourth, the second 5 years plan focused on the development of heavy industry. True. The second plan was particularly in the development of the public sector and rapid industrialization. तो ये हमारा ट्रू फॉल्स कवर हो गया है। अब क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 है। ये क्वेश्चन आई थिंक आना चाहिए। देखिए, what did Dr. Ambedkar mean when he said that in politics we will have equality and in social and economic life we will have inequality? Answer: Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, chairman of the drafting committee, pointing out the political equality would have to be accompanied by social and economic equality. By political equality, he meant the universal adult franchises which gave equal rights to all citizens. By social economic inequality, he meant that the discrimination which has prevailing in India since is and needs to be eliminated from the society through equal political right regardless of their caste and income. Question number 6. After independence, why was there a reluctance to divide the country on injustice lines? Answer: the partition of the country along communal lines changed the midst of the nationalities leaders. They wanted to prevent further division in the country and on sectarian lines. The main reason were: A. India had been divided on the basis of region. Despite the wishes and efforts of Mahatma Gandhi, freedom had to come not to one nation but to two. More than 1 million people had been killed in ratios between Hindus and Muslims, and the country could not afford further divisions on the basis of language. B. Both Prime Minister Nehru and Deputy Prime Minister Vallabhbhai Patel were against the creation of injustice states. They believed that it was time to keep India strong and united. Question number 7. Give one reason why English continued to be used in India after independence. Answer: some leaders believed that English should be done away with and Hindi should be promoted as a national language, but this idea was opposed by the leaders for non-Hindi areas. They did not want to imposition on Hindi on the people of those areas. So English continued to be used in after independence because first, though India was chosen as the India and the national language, the use of Hindi was not expected by the other regions, especially the South. B. The leaders felt the need for a common language that would link people of different regions. Question number 8. How was the economic development of India visualized in the early decades after independence? Answer. Removing poverty and building a modern technical and industrial base were important objectives from the new nation. The Planning Commission was set up in 1950 to plan and execute policies for economic development. First, in 1950, the government set up a planning commission to help design and execute suitable policies for economic development. B. The first 5-year plan, 1951 to 1956, was on agriculture development. C. The second first 5-year plan was formulated in 1956. This focused strongly on the development of heavy industrials such as iron and steel and on the building of large dams. D. After independence, a number of steps was taken by the government to make the balanced growth of all regions of country. E. The development of region or state has not been same due to multiple kinds of variations and diversities. Ethnic division, social custom, control, culture, pattern and religions. अब क्वेश्चन नंबर 9 है, हु वाज मीरा बहन? आइए इसको भी कवर करते हैं. आंसर. मीरा बहन was an English woman and her original name was Madeline Slade. It was Gandhi ji who gave her name Meera for her spirit and devotion. She was deeply impressed by the teaching ideas, philosophy and ways of working of Gandhi ji. Meera Bain worked against caste discrimination, untouchability in favor of human equality and rights. She emphasized the development of agriculture, cottage industries and education. Meera Bain emphasized on studying nature's balance and development our lives within her laws. As if we are to survive as a physically healthy and morally decent species. Indian government awarded her with the Padma Bhushan in recognition of her service to the cause of Indians' freedom. Question number 10. Find out more about the language division in Pakistan that led to the creation of new nation of Bangladesh. How did Bangladesh achieve independence from Pakistan? Answer. There are many languages spoken and used in Pakistan: Urdu, Persian, Punjabi, Bangla, Pashto, English, Sindhi, etc. are main among them. B. After partition of India on 14th August 1947, there were two main geographical divisions of Pakistan: West Pakistan, today's Pakistan, and East Pakistan, today's Bangladesh. C. Bangladesh, East Pakistan, broke up from Pakistan and emerged as independent Bangladesh in 1971 after a bloody war. India helped the people of Bangladesh to achieve their freedom. तो ये हमारा चैप्टर ख़त्म हो गया है. चैप्टर के सारे क्वेश्चन आंसर्स. थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग.